The Kremlin, you know who that is. They want Reilly to apologize. And he responded to this last night. Here's a clip.
Apparently, the Putin administration in Moscow demanding that I, your humble correspondent, apologize for saying old Vlad is a killer. So I'm working on that apology, but it may take a little time. Might want to check in with me around 2023.
Well done. Well done.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I would be worried if I were Bill O'Reilly. Maybe he needs to get a food taster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the irony of that the people we're talking about that were killed were people mostly in the media that spoke out against him and were killed. So now how did he get to the table to hold our media accountable? He was invited in.
Well, because he's patterning himself, or the other president is patterning the country after Mr. Putin, and that's how they deal with news media when they don't like. Well, that's why a couple of days ago I got a little bit of poop. Because I said, here is a list of stuff that happens in other places we're fighting against. And here's a list of stuff that seems to be happening here. We need to watch out and make sure we don't blend. So now he's, Trump's
what was the
very...
poop you got?
Well, people were like, how can you make that connection? It was like, well, when I hear somebody say, only this religion is the one we're going to, pay attention to, or we don't like what the media is saying, or we don't like what our judges are doing. I mean, to me, that's a different country. That's not America. Yeah. You get to bitch here. You get to bitch.
You do. Let me I'd like to ask the panel a question. Why do you think he keeps stirring up about terrorism all over? And he keeps stirring it up he's almost like he wants it he wants it. Let me ask you something. Because if you keep saying we're going to have a terrorist attack, we're going to have a terrorist attack, is that because he wants to put some kind of clamps on civil liberties and have martial law in this country so that he can run the dictatorship that he and Bannon want to run?
I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
It's fear-based.
I do think there are people in the administration on the national security team, and Katie McFarland's over there, she's brilliant. I think there are people that are genuinely concerned about terrorism, and a lot of people...
Well, we all are.
Right, but I think it's okay for him to say this should be a priority that we're discussing. It's not okay for him to say the news networks aren't covering it, because that's a lie. But to place terrorism as a number one, we're at war. We're at war with ISIS, and I think I love that he makes that a priority. I just don't like that he uses deception.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's fear-based. He's trying to make the American public so fearful that they're going to approve and support this ridiculous, unconstitutional Muslim ban. That's what this is all about.
They're already fearful.
So let me say this. Nobody was happy with any of the deals that Obama made. Nobody was happy. It shut Iran up, okay? And they were working. They were doing what they needed to do. They didn't like this. They didn't like this. Well, see, I don't like when you go and you lift your leg and you pee on a country that we are doing our best to try to keep a balance with, so we can have a conversation, so nothing escalates. I don't like that you lift your leg and you do it on China. You lift your leg, you do it on Korea. Stop. I get that you're trying to show that you're a man and you're strong, but every time you do this, everything shrinks as far as I'm concerned.
But the question,
he doesn't believe
that. But the question is, why doesn't he lift his leg on Russia? That is the question everybody wants answered.
That too.
Why not Russia?
Sticking with the peeing analogy.
Yes. He should. Let's say you pee on Putin. He won't do it.
Russia should be in the mix, but...
Alliteration. Pee on Putin. Go ahead, sorry.
But no, this guy won, though. A lot of people voted for him because they felt that he was going to be a negotiator that was going to go to the table and say, you know what, Iran, I don't like this deal. I don't like...
They just want jobs.
That's not... If you looked at the polling on national security, a lot of people said that they trusted him to prioritize ISIS, to prioritize national security.
Well, how y'all feeling about this now?
We're more
unsafe.
Exactly, we're more unsafe than we've ever been.
But you know what?
He's been here for a week.
But you know what? He's been in for, and you know what?
Can't hold it accountable.
Only 2 weeks.
Black History Month.